Hi, I'm Shahzeb. I'm a product designer and a community builder, and here on YouTube I make videos about productivity, design, and occasional lifestyle vlogs. In this video, I'm gonna review the two books which I read over the past week. This video I'll be sharing the top 4 things which I learned from these two books, so two from each. And the two books which I read, first one was Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'll be honest, I read this book over 2 weeks. And why 2 weeks is not because it was boring or something like that, but because it had so much in it that I just wanted to digest it quite slowly and not just rush over stuff. So it required time and I provided it. The second book which I read was Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. I finished this book in less than 2 days. It was so addictive and his writing style is very unique, very fun to read. So amazing books, definitely check them out if you can. And now let's move on to the good part. First, share my learnings from Atomic Habits, and I know there is a lot in this book, but I have sort of found the two primary things or the two most essential things which I believe I learned. And the first one is success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformations. Now this is a very powerful learning. Now we all believe that we just have to win a lottery, or we just that we just need one big thing, one big miracle to change our entire life. That's not how it works in real life. It maybe works in movies, like if Hagrid comes to your house with a letter of Hogwarts and your life changes. That happens in movies, but in real life, your small habits, the things which you do daily, they compound into something bigger, and those are the things which truly impact your life. So your daily habits, what you do daily, it compounds into something bigger, and that is what transforms into a lifetime change, which changes your life, not a once in a lifetime miracle. The second thing is temptation bundling works by linking an action you want to do with an action you need to do. In Byron's case, he bundled watching Netflix, the thing he wanted to do, with riding his stationary bike, the thing he needed to do. So James actually provided a very good framework or a very good technique which you can use to learn or adopt new habits. He called this temptation bundling, right? So what it does is that it bundles the things which you want to do, your desires, with what you need to do, which are basically good habits. And it's human psychology that you don't want to do the good things, like you don't want to eat the healthy vegetables, or you don't want to exercise, which is good for your health. So he provided a very good example of a programmer. What that programmer did was that he programmed a software which did that if that person cycled in his home, he was able to play Netflix on his screen in front of it. So to satisfy his desire of watching Netflix, he had to do what he needed to do, that was cycle. So he sort of bundled what he needed to do and what he wanted to do together, and that's how he was sort of deriving motivation from his desires and putting them to good productive habits. So this is temptation bundling. This is very good. Now let's move on to the second book, that was Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. The two things which I learned from this book are: you are in fact a mashup of what you choose to let into your life. You are the sum of your influences. So if I just provide you a brief overview of this book, like you can get it from the title Steal Like an Artist. So what Austin basically says in this entire book is that nothing is original, everything is a mashup, everything is a remake, and there's no such thing as originality. And he provided many examples such as Michael Jordan, Mark Twain, many people who are well known for their unique traits, but those people have said themselves that we would not have done what we did if we didn't steal or learn from others before us. So everything in this life is a remake, nothing is original. Everything you want to do has been already been done, but what you will do is that you will do it better, like you will improve on it. And that is what he says, that even us as humans, we are not original, we are a mashup of our ancestors, which goes back thousands and thousands of years. The second thing I learned is you'll never get that freedom back again once people start paying you attention, and especially not once they start paying you money. Enjoy your obscurity while it lasts. Use it. Now, many of us like to be famous, right? We want people to know us. We want people to respect us, and the idea of people following us when we go out shopping or something, like paparazzi, it sounds very fascinating to many of us. It's not, and I think every celebrity would agree to it. It's not at all fun. You lose your privacy. And before that, Austin actually touched on, if you want fame, what you need to do. The simple ingredient to get fame is to help people without asking anything in return. That's the only way to get famous. If you see actors, what they do is that they provide us entertainment, and our music artists, they provide us songs which acts as therapy for many. That aside, you should not pursue fame. Like you should enjoy while you're not famous. Obscurity is a blessing. When all eyes are on you, you would become very self-conscious and everything. So use your privacy, use that nobody knows you, and enjoy your life while you can. Because if you are on your good, he doesn't say that don't pursue fame. Well, definitely if you do something good in your life, you will be known, but don't be depressed if you're not famous yet. Use this obscurity to get to that point. That was all for this video. That is all what I'll be sharing. Now, these two books, they were actually very good, and I think I've actually reached my 10 book mark. I've been reading for a few months now, and honestly, these books are changing my life. These books are changing the way I look at life now, how I deal with different things, and how I basically communicate with people. So reading is definitely very, very fun. I am reading another book. I am not stopping. I hope you like this. I hope you learned something from this. If you think other people would also benefit from what I told you, feel free to share it, subscribe it, like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.